How's it going? Today I've got a couple things to do. First thing I've done is I've removed the key from the dash here and just put a little indicator on, and that is going to be my reverse engaged light. So I need to get that connected. I need to get this green light here, which is the engine ready, which it'll light up when we have boiler pressure in both the boilers. I need to get the display and the crane to look the same as the displays on the Don't Get Lost unit. And I have a weather display that I finished up just before. And then I need to sort out a bilge pump as well. I should be writing this stuff down. One thing is that the buzzer didn't seem like it was making any sound with the locator beacon. I don't know if it's because of the sound. One of the last patch notes I saw said that they had done something about the sound loops, and I just assumed they had fixed this, but I don't think that's what's happened at all. I might have it as a higher pitch with a lower volume, something like that. And so that beeps when the transponder is picking up a signal. So yeah, this morning we went out, a couple of people in my Discord community, and had a play with Clifford. I might splice in some clips, or I might just release that as its own video. It's really interesting actually, letting people play with it and figuring out like what doesn't work. So pretty much everyone that tried to drive it didn't know how to engage reverse. So that's why I'm putting the indicator there, and then we will have to label button 1, hotkey 1, reverse, and I guess that's horn. Yeah, we're gonna have to make sure everything is labeled. We've got to hide some microcontrollers. We've got to hide most of the microcontrollers. What you'll find as well up in the bridge, clickety clack. So here's the Don't Get Lost unit. We've got heading direction, cardinal direction, time, GPS X and Y coordinates. And now we've got a weather readout. So it's got the temperature outside on the mast, the percentage of rain, and this bar fills up. So if I go full rain, see it starts to fill up. And then if I go full fog, the fog starts to fill up. And then this one over here, this is the direction of the wind, but I think I want to change how that's outputting our displays so that it's not to be confused with the ship's heading. And then below it is the wind speed. So if I increase the wind, it's measured in knots. If I override the direction, it changes what heading is displayed up there. So it's a 40 knot easterly wind, 30 degrees outside, 100% rain, 100% fog. And what I want to do is get these zigzag stripes, hazard stripes, and put them onto this display for the crane. So there'll be a little border. We'll change the color from red to white and make the background color and everything all the same. Yeah, so just start editing, I guess. Something that was recommended was to move the order of these. So basically take these lights and put them in a cross pattern, but then have the magwells in like the X pattern. So now all the lights are like evenly spaced, one on each side in the center, and then we still have all the magwells. I'll get this light up here for the engine ready connected now. Furnace temp, fuel level panel. So engine ready doesn't even need to be this because I've got other nodes that I can bring into here. So I probably need one of these comp writes. I'm just writing to channel 1. And instead of engine ready being its own thing, we probably want to read boiler pressure. The thing is, boiler pressure is not indicative of the pistons moving, so it should actually be like piston RPS. What if it's a combination of everything then? What if it's piston RPS, boiler pressure, and boiler temperature? And then we chuck those into thresholds, and then into a function. It'll just be X or Y or Z. This might be a bit overkill, and then you would really know if it's actually ready. So let's say if the piston RPS was greater than 0.1 up to like 1 million, then that means it's spinning If the boiler pressure is above 0, then it means it's hot. And if the boiler temperature is over 100 C, I think I've done this one wrong. No, yeah, so we need some pressure. Like we need any pressure. We need at least 100 degrees of temperature, and we need at least 0.1 of piston RPS. And that will then say like the pistons are spinning and they're producing steam. Boilers are producing steam. And we only really need to measure one, even though the boiler, like piston RPS is fine because they're all tied together. But boiler temperature and pressure are isolated into their own little things. Yeah, so that should be connected. Then I need to pick up the reverse input, which right now probably only needs to be a 1x2. I'll do a 1x2 and then I can extend it if I need it. This is very straightforward. In signal, composite, and then channel 1. Okay, I'll do the crane HUD now. The crane HUD might actually be the hardest thing I've got to do today. So from the don't get lost unit, this thing down the bottom is a bunch of for loops that just draw diagonal lines. And then the bits above here, they draw lines. They draw like the exterior box around all the information. So that needs to come in here somehow. If I just get rid of this end, then put another end at the end. The only ones I need are the horizontal separation bars, because they separate like, I probably don't even need those. I could just draw a rectangle. I'm also going to remove this set color, and I might get rid of all this actually. Just draw a rectangle. I really want to take all of these property numbers here and put them into like their own color thing. Yeah, if you were using a bunch of my controllers, then you would be able to just have all these background and like information or the text colors changed in one place, and then it will feed that data through into multiple controllers. I need to draw the color as well. I need to set the color. Oh, I think this thing here is actually what I need. So that's going to set the background color, which is just going to be, oh no, I still need to draw a rectangle. What's going on here is it's setting the color to like a gray for the background color. Then it's drawing a solid rectangle that covers the entire screen. And then it's setting the color of like the information color that's at the foreground, which is like a white color in this case. And so then I need a rectangle that probably begins at 0, 0 and it'll need to start at x3, x2, y2, and it will need to be the width -4 and the height -4, I think. I might just connect another display. Now I don't have to fly. Oh, it did this before. Global eye. I don't know why it does this. For end, for end, for end, for end, for end. I'll just cut this out for now. God damn. I don't know why it doesn't like that. Huh. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, there's that rectangle. So I need to like move. Oh no, I need to change the. Wait, what do these other ones look like? So you've got the line down the side, the line across the top. So I just need to bring the line on the sides out to the edge. And then move the information across by 2 pixels, I think. Which is good. It's in a text box, so I can move the whole text box over in one go. This thing here, text box. X1 will now become X3, and then where I'm drawing this rectangle, no, this one here, screen draw rectangle, it will start at 0x, and the width will be the width, I believe. I'm gonna try and copy that for loop in. I might need to just like put an I somewhere, I equals, but it's a variable inside. Guys, this is why I'm not a programmer. It's an I within 4, so it shouldn't need to exist anywhere else. What if I just like put an I up here? Is that I equals 0? Define it somewhere. Alright, that does it. So yeah, now I've got these zigzags at the top and the bottom. I did want to bring them up on the bottom of yeah, I did it on this one. See, I've got 3 pixels of zigzag at the top and 3 pixels of zigzag at the bottom. But on Don't Get Lost, we only have 2 pixels of zigzag. So on the crane, we will go 3 pixels of zigzag. So I need to drop it down 1 pixel and then reduce its height by 3. Draw rectangle Y position 3, and then height minus, if it's -4, but I need to -3, -7? Ooh. So yeah, I'll drop the text down quite a bit, I think, because it can come down, and I guess I need to actually look at it. Hello? Because when I get up to like 100%, the second segment's the only one that can go up to 100%. We don't want those numbers where it's like 100% pushed off the screen. Yoi. Oh, I can't see it unless I'm sitting in the seat. Yeah, they're definitely... Oh, the thing's not right anyway. I need to get part of my square back. I might do a custom percent symbol as well. Maybe that's wider. So what I'll do, I'll drop the text box down, bring the square in, and I might be able to remove the semicolons off the R12 because they don't need as much space as they're given. Screen draw rectangle, so it's like width -1. And then this text box here, we've got X height, then Y height, which just go 8, take a guess. So in these sections where it's got like a semicolon, if I remove those, 1, 2, and R, that will shuffle it all along a little bit because the semicolons won't move. So I should be able to place them. Oh, I need to go up a little bit. See, I need a space, but I don't need as much space as a space is going to give me, which might mean I need another text box. And I think I can go up 1 pixel. This is just fine-tuning efficiency or optimization. So I'm going to take this text box up to 7. And so this text box is drawing all the values out. If I copy it again, and instead of having it all concatenated with like all these crane rotations, on the first one, we'll just print out the letters. So I need to go like this. I'm just going to print out an R, then a new line, then a 1, then a new line, then a 2, and then it's done. So that's 1 text box in the correct position. And then the next text box is going to start at probably like 5 or 6 on X. So it's going to start across a little bit. And there's not going to be any letters in before this. It's just going to be string format, crane rotation, so that it'll format the number into a string. New line, concatenate the next string, add a percentage, new line, get rid of the number, concatenate the next string and percentage. And then what I'll have to do is manually place some dots. But this lets me go from having like a 5 pixel space to a 3 pixel space, or even less. Like it lets you have total control over the spacing. Whoops. I think I just need to move it along. So instead of 6, 6x. Yeah, it should be more like, so a letter is 5. If it's starting at 3, that means it's going to be at least 8 plus 1 splay plus 3 is probably 11. So it's the offset from where the text box begins, plus 5 pixels of the letter width, plus 1 pixel of space, plus 1 pixel of custom semicolons, plus another pixel of space, and then the numbers can begin. So now I can put 2 semicolons in here. And that should, in theory, give me enough space where I can go into like 100% and still retain or still be within the screen. I want at least 2 pixels on the end, on the very end when we get to 100%. Damn. We'll take it. And I think I should move this across because there would technically be a pixel there. Or for somewhere in here I need to do screen.draw, probably line. So it's x1, y1, x2, y2. I could definitely loop this if I knew what I was doing. Oh, actually I know what I can do. It can be even lazier. We can just draw another text box. But instead of doing R1 and 2, we just do semicolon, semicolon, semicolon. And then, so 3 is the starting position. Plus 5 is 8. Give it a space. Probably 10? 9? So there's like 3 text boxes all stacked on top of each other. And they're all slightly offset a little bit more by like 1 or 2 pixels than what you can achieve with just spaces. Oh, I went too far. Wait, how much space is actually in there? Is it like 4 pixels? I might be able to get that pixel back that I wanted. So I'll move the semicolons across 2 pixels. This one here will go back 2 pixels to 7. And then where the text is beginning, or the percentages will come across to 10. So we're moving that 1 pixel as well, which then gives me 2 pixels of space when we're at 100%. I'm also going to have to move those semicolons again because I've moved the values across. Oh, wait. Is that good? Happy? Maybe I should just stop the top segment at 99%. That'd be funny. That's pretty good. So I've got 2 pixels on the left of all my like R1, 2. 1 pixel, semicolon, 1 pixel, the numbers, and then where the percentage is on 100, we've got 2 pixels, and it's about even vertically as well. So I just need to figure out what I did with that little diagonal line. See, I wanted to move the bottom one. I think I moved the top one, but then I think the bottom one is a copy over the top one. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Working. Good job, everyone. Okay, so up here, we're gonna, I don't know about these arrows for the like spinning of the thing because it's very specific to this. We're going to put in a flip switch. This will be crane unlock / reset. And the next one will be winch signal. I don't know how to, I don't know. Winch, we'll go winch signal on, and then I guess we'll see that's in its own little thing, which means I can just like pick it up into here. Oh, so unlock crane is 5, indicator is 6. Oh, that's perfect. That's what I was doing. Because then this is 7. Should be 7. 6, 7, 8. And then we need to send the out signal is okay. We just need to send this one down to there as well. And then instead of it coming back up to here, it'll go into this one. And I can delete this now. Yep. And then we probably need to make sure crane operator, AD is rotate crane, WS is first segment up/down, axis 3 left and right is winch in and out, and up and down is segment 2. We'll say second segment up, down, and we'll change this one to be a first. Trigger is winch signal. Yeah, get rid of these. Boop, boop. Now if you think about this thing with the like velocity pivot, I can probably bring it out and then maybe do a little thing like this. Get rid of these. Get rid of the lights. And then I can cut this velocity pivot and bring it out a bit further because I need to increase the mass, I think. Good way will be with barrels. Is that like a bit too aggressive? We'll give that a try. Lights. Unlock. And then go up. Okay, let's see. Wow, okay. That's way faster than before. It also maybe doesn't look like they're spinning so aggressively off the center axis. When they were small, they really looked like they were gonna spin themselves off. So we'll find that bit, we'll find that place. What am I saying? Ugh, HCLI. Get a container. I should add a way to just like remotely connect and disconnect before I start trying this. So the winch signal is coming down. Am I sending it out? I think I must be, right? I'm sending the winch signal out. And so I just need a controller. What I'll do is I'll take this controller that's on here. Wait, do I even need this? Can I just go from this on-off output directly into the connectors? Because it's only doing this one thing. If that works, that'll be really great. So I'll just turn these connectors on. Get cable, get cable. I need to change those indicators there as well. Oh. That is... I mean, it kind of worked. The thing's just real, like, crazy, that's all. Maybe if it has some weight blocks on the corners or something, it needs a way to, like, make itself go down. So springy. I don't think I can actually get it closer than that. I need to, like, drag it out a little bit. There's something weird with the crane where it's like it's trying to move itself. Why does it always do that? It always grabs on diagonally. Grab it. Not the best way to do it, but at least I've got it. So we need it in number 2. Now we can spin it around. Wrong way. Yeah, that's actually way better. Now it actually moves, actually can spin it. Look at that go. Such a good idea. And then we just need some crew down here. Turn that on. Turn that on. Easy. Yeah, it's a pretty good contraption, that little thingamajig. Good enough. Okay, what else? I want to add some bilge pumps. That was something that we experienced in multiplayer. Some people would open the doors and then some other people would flip the ship and then there would be water inside. So there is this cupboard here, which is obviously a pump cupboard. I think the best thing to do is probably to use like fluid ports to link all the rooms together. Well, then bulkheads don't make any sense, do they? I can definitely just put like a little fluid port here, and this will drain out all the fluid, all the water that gets in from the bridge. Yeah, so like that's a pretty good place to put one. And then maybe there needs to be another one in here. It'd be better if they like sucked up and chucked it out, because otherwise it's fighting the pressure of water. What I need is like an ejection port, fluid ejection port. Do I have space somewhere up here? Where is there like a consistent wall on both sides that I can hook into? A consistent wall? Not really. My best bet is going to be to like find somewhere where there is a wall. Probably going to be down the back, because then I can come up the back of this thing. That should be high enough above the water line, so plop that in there. And then we're going to run a pipe. I don't want to like run it in the roof, because then I'm possibly deleting stuff. Can I run it along here? Is this... What is that? Hey, what is this? Okay, where is the room? Where is the pump room? If we go up into the floor, getting across is gonna suck. This is quite complicated. I just need to get over here somehow. If I just take a wall from somewhere, so like if I can get to this wall, then I'll be down into the physics flooded area. So from here, go up, over, then we run this pipe all the way back. Come to here, in, down, around, across, down below everything, so then it's real easy to do the piping from here. And I just need to get kind of close to, not that one. I need to get over here somehow. Oh, easy. So any water that comes in, any unwanted water that gets in the ship will go out this pipe. I might bring it over actually, making this pipe unnecessarily long. This goes over here, this goes over here, this goes into there. So now any water that gets into the main stairway, the bridge, that foyer deck, gets shot out here. So I guess we'll want a fluid meter? Is that what it's called? Fluid, no, it's called a liquid meter. I'm going to put the controller for it in here because I don't know if I should put everything in the microcontroller door, in the microcontroller room. Use a threshold and we'll check for if it's between one, I'm actually going to use a greater than, because I don't know what the total capacity of this is. If it's greater than 10 liters of water, pump it out. Pump it out. Oh, that's not how that song goes. So that's only going to detect what's in here. Do I need another bilge pump for the engine room? And then for all these other rooms as well. I guess because the pipe comes through here, I can splice in here pretty easily. I'm going to go with just open the doors. Open all the doors, and then the fluid will equalize through all of them and it'll get pumped out through the main hallway. And then what I will do, maybe I'll put this on just the main deck somewhere. Is there a wall somewhere? I'm looking for a spot where I can put a hose anchor on the outside that can just connect to a fluid port somewhere on the inside. Like here would actually be a really good spot. Actually not there, but like here maybe. So what that allows you to do, if this thing is sunk and there's just like no way that it's coming back up on its own, you can bring a ship and a hose that has an external pump, connect your hose to this, and you can like dive down, weld it up, and then you can use your external pump, because like if the batteries are dead or whatever and you just can't get it to lift itself up because it's full of water, you can use an external pump to pump all the water out, and then it should just float itself up once it's buoyant enough, like once it's all repaired. Highly recommend doing that, especially for smaller boats. I think for a big ship like this, it's kind of, it would be unlikely that you would ever get into that situation in the first place, but for smaller boats, it's definitely a good idea. I think getting that crane done was huge. There's basically nothing in the crane that's like out of place or janky and needs to be finished. Probably the only thing I could really do with the crane is if I take that kind of area there and put in paint blocks, and then I can draw the segment number on it. I think that would be a good idea. And I might use a tool to do that so that I can use the same font that I've been using for the deck numbers, put the number on both sides, and then do the same thing with this bit. So maybe a little S, then a 1, then a little S, then a 2, so that you can read it as like segment 1 and segment 2, or section 1 and section 2. Maybe the last thing I'll do is I'll split out these indicators here, because I think, yeah, it's just the indicator lights are on the same channel. Flip switch 1 and 2, and then instruments 1 and 1. So just change that to a 2, and that's all good. Yeah, I'm very pleased with my weather display thing. I'm glad I got that done. Most of this other stuff I've got a flip switch or a button for. That engine ready light shouldn't be on. I know why it's on as well. I set it to or instead of and. Reverse doesn't work. I still think I'm on track to get it released this weekend. Getting the lure for the map and my radar is going to be the only two major things that take me a bit of time, and everything else is just kind of moving the microcontrollers and cleaning stuff up, maybe a bit of painting, but I'll get it out, I'll get it done. So thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.